Welcome to the Land Your Bet Sports Betting Show. Got NBA Saturday here, 8 games on the slate, and a lot of teams that are on a back-to-back. 7 of the squads playing tonight are on the second night of their back-to-back here. So we're still waiting on a good amount of injury news, but I do have 5 bets down that I could get on the card already because they're kind of independent of some of that news. So feeling really good about the looks we have so far. Going to get into those right after we just jump through how we did on Friday. Good night there, made some money, so happy with that always. So if that all sounds good, give this video a like. Let's jump right into everything. 4-3 plus 0.6 units there. Lost 0.6 units the night before. So we're even over the last 2 nights, but still on a nice little heater here. Made 8 units in the last 4 days. Now up 47.7 units on the season. So for me personally, pretty nice come up so far. When we look at the wins here, starting at the top, Darius Garland, really good look against Memphis to take point guards against Memphis, who does force spot up shooting, and they force the ball out of the point guard's hands. So really always love the assist over against Memphis. And then Trae Young, love an under against the Clippers, who have had his number. Second time he's played them this season. Second time he's gone under. And the same thing happened in both games that I was looking out for, which was at the beginning of the game, Trae Young is guarded by Chris Dunn, and he kind of tools on Chris Dunn, really. Like, he kind of owned him, scored 6 quick points in the first quarter. That happened in the last game. They played the Clips too, and then you saw Derrick Jones Jr. come in and handle the Trae responsibilities for the rest of the game, shut him down, and that's what happened in this one once again. Trae barely scored from the second, third, and fourth quarters. I think he had like 4 points. So after that 6-point barrage to open the game, they put DJJ on him. We like Trae unders when that happens against the Clips. Shake Milton and Dalton connect there. Somebody had to score for the Lakers, and Denver's defense is not good. It's very bad, actually. And the biggest thing that's sort of threatening their ability to get back to the chip there from the Western Conference. As a result, guys like Shake Milton, Dalton Connect were able to get theirs pretty easily. Both cashed in the third quarter pretty early on, so felt great about those guys. Should have laddered them, but had a lot of stuff going on and didn't have the time to do even more research after we got these core lines in. But very happy with the 2 units we made on Shake and Dalton. And then as far as the losses go, I still don't understand why Harden was not trying to assist. He's a hard guy to read right now in terms of, is he going to be passing? Is he going to be shooting? And I haven't been able to get the read on it. I really thought this was a great game to force him to pass with Dyson Daniels guarding him. The Hawks give up a ton of assists to point guards. He was coming off a 23 potential assist game against the Hawks the last time they played, pulled down 15 assists in that situation. Still couldn't get there. So we move on. I don't know how much more Harden I can play. The Ja Morant stuff, I should have added the points, and I said it in the episode, and I just left him out. And he ends with 7 assists and 44 points. So if you left out the points like I did, that's tough. But if you added them, you were clean and easy on that W there. And then Okongwu, I just put it this way. I did not have Okongwu dominating Zubac as something that I ever thought would happen here on a Friday night in the NBA. And Okongwu made Zubac kind of look like a little baby. He owned him big time, ended up with like 31, 34, or 31, 32 PRA total there. So he went over, screwed us on that one, but I'm still going back to Okongwu because I don't really have faith in that man. I'm going to keep fading him. But if you do want to jump in the VIP, I can get you a free month if you go ahead and sign up for any of the sports books you see listed in the description of the video here, or they're all scrolling right underneath me right there. You can go ahead and sign up using code LYB. Get yourself all your free money from the sports books, and then go ahead and send me a screenshot. Just show me that you signed up for these books. Hit me up on Twitter or Discord at JLBoogie, and I'll go ahead and get you a free month of VIP access so you can see about these picks and offering some one-on-one sports betting consultations as well. So if you want to come in and meet with me for about 30-45 minutes, pick up some good sports betting habits, trim some of the bad ones that are costing you money, happy to give you guys that for free once you jump into the VIP. But let's go ahead and jump into the card that I've put together so far for Saturday. As always, going to be using PropsMadness here on the show, the #1 sports betting research tool around. If you do want to jump in and get a free week trial of this platform, you can use code LYB, get yourself that 7 free days. It'll also get you 25% off your first month of access for PropsMadness. Like I said, one-stop shop here, man. Nothing else that you really need in the NBA world other than this platform when you're doing your player and matchup data research here. So I can't get into this Celtics and Nets game. You know, the Celtics are on the second leg of the back-to-back, and they don't have their injury report submitted yet. We saw a couple guys sit last night. I think more guys come back tonight, right? Like maybe Jaylen Brown plays tonight. Maybe Papa Al Horford sits tonight after playing yesterday against the Heat. So there's going to be some weirdness, but we'll be probably targeting Peyton Pritchard in some way in this game. But when we look at the Thunder and Pistons, I got a couple things I like already. Let's start with Cade. If you look at his boards, 5.5, the assists are at 8.5. So the rebounds and assists are still gettable at 13.5. Even 14.5 for plus money or anywhere near even money for Cade Cunningham. I really like against this Thunder squad. There's a couple things here. If you look at the way that the Thunder defend, right, they are going to be much better limiting pick and roll ball handler points than anything else, right? They actually give up a good amount off the spot up here. You can see 6th most points per game off the spot up for the Thunder. That's because they are going to pressure the crap out of the ball and force it out of the hands of the point guard. Like if you're not able to necessarily make a pull-up jump shot very easily against the Thunder, you're going to be in trouble and you need to pass it off. So that's the reasoning behind the assist, is that point guards and primary ball handlers like Cade are a lot more likely to pass and get assists than they are to get the points there against this squad. When you look at the rebounds specifically, this is really what I like. I love that we're getting plus money or 4.5 boards here for Cade Cunningham as his line. You can see he's averaging 6 on the season. And the interesting thing about the Thunder is, even though they've gotten better at rebounding, you can see on the season they're 6th worst limiting rebounds. So they've actually gotten better from like the worst team before Hartenstein came back from injury. And now they're a lot better, obviously. But they went from one of the worst teams to 5th worst. So they're getting a little bit better, but they're still 27th in terms of limiting rebounds to Cade's position of primary guards here. You can see the second one down there says the D rank versus position, and that's specifically about the rebounds and the way that the Thunder limit rebounds to Cade Cunningham's position. And so we're really liking Cade to get the boards here. We don't have any head-to-head stuff between them, but when you add the rebounds and assists together and you get me to 13.5 even, or like I said, plus money or even money for 14.5 for Cade, I'm going to hit that over pretty much against every team or form of competition here in the NBA. On the Thunder side, we know that J-Dub is still out, and we should also mention that there's a couple guys probably missing here. Chet is also out, and then Aaron Wiggins is questionable. I think Aaron Wiggins goes. So what I'm looking at here for the other bet for the Thunder is 1.5 dimes for Aaron Wiggins. I know that sounds scary, and I know it seems silly. And you look at the last game, he just had 0 potential assists against the Celtics. That makes you nervous. But if you look at the games that he's played without J-Dub, there's been 5 now, and one of them did not had Chet in it here against the Celtics. They won by 6. Wasn't really his game either, to be honest. They needed a lot more outside of him against that. They needed the 2 big lineup, and they were really dominating with Chet and Ihart against the Celtics. So he didn't have to do as much. The assists actually came a lot more from Chet and from Isaiah Hartenstein because those guys were playing high post passing between the big men. Well, now we're going to have a different scenario here. Chet's not even in, and you can see in the 4 games that he's played without J-Dub, Chet was also missing all 4 of these games. And the potential assists, 9 potentials, 4 potentials, 6, and 3. Even if he gets 3 or 4 potentials, I'm happy for him to get 2 dimes here, even at minus money. I just know he's going to be the dude on the floor with the ball in his hands, pretty much only second to Shea, and honestly also Cason Wallace. But you'll see Aaron Wiggins probably playing a lot more with the second unit as the primary point guard, and that's a big reason why I like the dimes here and why we've seen him do really well in the dimes category here when he's playing without J-Dub. So I have him at least 3, maybe 4 potential assists. Don't always love to have to bank on more than 50% of your potential assists turning into assists, but with the amount that he's going to be handling the ball here, I think we're going to get him up to 5, maybe 6 potentials in this one. Scrolling down to the Rockets and the Bulls, go ahead and give this video a like if you're getting anything out of it. Very much appreciated. Goes a long way with all the free content we're bringing you guys here. Let's go ahead and look at the one bet I like in this one so far. It's an under for Tre Jones on the dimes. And we know Giddey is doubtful. We're not going to see him or Ayo Dosunmu or Lonzo Ball. So we know Tre Jones is going to be getting minutes. That's fine. He's playing the #1 assist defense in the league here in terms of Houston limiting assists to everybody, right? They are 3rd best limiting assists to point guards. They're 1st best limiting assists overall in the league, right? You look at the games that he's played now without Josh Giddey since he's come to the Bulls. It's been the last 2. He's had, actually this one had Giddey in it. So let's put one more in here. These last 3 games that he's played for the Bulls, where he's getting minutes, 33, 34, and 36 minutes. And one of those games, or excuse me, 2 of these games had Giddey. This last one did not against Brooklyn. I'm still fine with it. I still love an under on the assists for Tre Jones, 6.5, and we're going to get this at like -115, -110. I think that's a great look against Houston, right? He's going to have problems all day, whether he has like Dylan Brooks on him, whether we're looking at like Jalen Green or anybody like that on Tre Jones. Either of those guys, I'm fine with defending Tre. It's not going to be Fred VanVleet. We know that. So as long as it's not Fred, and we have a better defender on Tre Jones, then I love him to go under on the dimes. Even the potentials, while they're at 13 assists, I don't like him to get 7 dimes off of 13 potentials against the #1 defense limiting assists. Like I said, you saw me have a little bit less of a problem with it, taking the dimes there for in the other game for Aaron Wiggins. Don't expect a ton of potentials for him either. But with Trey, he's going up against a defense that's going to be even harder to get assists against. So even if he gets 12, 13 potentials, this Houston defense is not going to be giving up open shots to spot up shooters. You can see on the season here, if we go down to play type analysis, as far as spot ups go, they are second best limiting spot up shooters in the league. And although Trey Jones has been spotting up a lot more this season than normal, he's probably going to be on the ball in this game as a pick and roll ball handler. So the points might be a little bit easier to come by because this team is second worst limiting points to the primary ball handler in the pick and roll play, right? That's because they are pressuring the crap out of the spot up shooters, and they're allowing the primary ball handler to go one-on-one with his defender. As a result, that guy gets to the line a good amount, right? And gets some good shots off the pull up. That's not Trey Jones's game, but if you want to take the points over, fine. But this is a big under on the dimes more than anything. Both the Heat and the Grizzlies are on a back-to-back here, so we're not going to be able to look at their stuff until the injury report gets submitted. But with even though we do know that I believe the Pacers are on the back-to-back in this Bucks and Pacers game, I do like a sort of system play that I'm going to now start coming back to here for this Bucks squad, and it's Kyle Kuzma, and it's fading his rebounds. And last night we got this, 2 nights ago we got this against the Lakers under 6.5. And now I'm going right back to it against the Pacers, who you can see he played about 4 days ago on the 11th. And he played 31 minutes, had 7 rebound chances. This game against the Lake Show, 8 rebound chances, 4 boards, 31 minutes. That's what I'm expecting for him. 7, 8, maybe 9 rebound chances. Not 13, not 14. Like, in how many rebound chances does Kyle Kuzma need to make you feel good about him getting 7 rebounds when he's on the floor with Giannis and Brook Lopez out there, right? And even Taurean Prince, who I'd consider a better rebounder than Kyle Kuzma. If you look at him in the games with Giannis this season, right? All right, there's going to be a couple games that you're like, whoa, look at that. 10 rebound chances, 9 boards, 8 boards, 10 boards. Bro is getting 9 boards on 10 rebound chances. Bro is getting 8 boards on 9 rebound chances, 10 rebound. What are we talking about here? This dude is not getting 14 rebound chances consistently. He did against the Hawks. Congrats. He's not doing it against the Pacers. A part of this is going to be who he's guarding. It's going to be Nesmith. It's going to be Pascal. You think he's getting boards over Pascal? You think he's getting, he's not even getting boards over Nesmith. As you can see here, 7 rebound chances, 4 rebounds. Super unworried about Kyle Kuzma rebounds. He got 3 quick ones against the Lakers in the first quarter, 1 rebound the rest of the game because the rebound chances just aren't there for him. So unless he goes completely out of his skis and over his skis, I should say, and gets 7 rebounds on 9, 10 rebound chances, then God bless Kyle, because that is not something that is going to happen very consistently at all. So I'm very happy to fade him on the boards here. Got to at least get to this Knicks and Dubs game because I'm going to this one live. So you got to have bets down on a game that you're going to actually watch in person. So who else would I want besides going there to just root for Steph and Wardell Curry? So take this with a grain of salt. I'm going to take Steph for 30 plus in this game. I'm going to bet that with my own money, like I said, like I do with all these bets. And if you want to, I totally support it. It's not like it's just a look based on me trying to get entertainment at the game. This is Steph Curry going up against the worst pick and roll defense in the league. He just had 28 against them on March 4th and shot the ball like crap. 10 for 21, but in the 33 minutes he played, he put up 28 because he kind of needed to drag them back too. So the fear would be, the way that this bet goes awry is that Steph doesn't really need to do too much, the way that he didn't against the Kings here 2 nights ago. He only played 30 minutes. They won by 26. He put up 9 shots and only 11 points. So there could be that kind of thing going on. But I think the Knicks are still in a better spot right now than the Kings, who are struggling mightily. And the Knicks, while they haven't been as good as of late, in their last 2 games, they're actually a lot better. They also whooped up on the Kings and managed to handle business against the Blazers. These 2 teams that they've actually played the same as the Dubs here in their last couple games. If we scroll down, I just want to make sure I'm not lying to you. They also played the exact same teams here as the Dubs in their last 2 and handled business, so they're looking better. But for Steph, when you look at this matchup, man, even if he decides he's going to take the game off for whatever reason, okay, but it's Saturday night, right? It's entertainment night here. And if you look at the stuff here, dead last, pick and roll ball handler defense, we know that. Coming off screens, spot ups, anything that you want to do against the Knicks where you're sort of the primary ball handler and you're forcing the action and you're creating the action, whether you're coming off a dribble screen or a handoff or the pick and roll, right? You are in a very, very good position to score against this Knicks defense, who's just always out of position. So I'm going to go for 30 plus. I'm going to get it for about plus 160 here for Steph, almost 2-1 on my money for him to get 30 plus in a game that I think is going to be really entertaining. And like I said, I'm going to be at it. So do with that what you will, but got to go with a bet for an over for Steph tonight on the points. All right, about to jump back into the VIP section of the Discord there and start putting down some more bets, but got a few on the card already that I'm happy to share with you guys here on the YouTubes. Make sure that if you do want to jump into the VIP and not miss any of the bets I'm putting down, and make sure you also get the odds, the same numbers that I'm playing because you get to them in time. You want to jump into the VIP, and I'm offering you guys a free month. If you want to sign up for any of the sports books that are listed here, scrolling below me, you can also go into the description of the video, find the links directly to these books, and get yourself some free money here. Sign up for these new books and make sure that you are shopping those odds, and then come send me that screenshot. I'll get you that free month of VIP access for you. So that's all the time we have, but best of luck tonight, and until I see you next, happy betting.